Good morning. This is the morning motivation, and this is an awesome day to get up and give gratitude for what you have in your now time space reality of life, to enjoy everything that you have within your life. And it starts with the heartbeat, waking up 6 feet above ground, eyes, the ears, and being able to have the physical body that you have today, to be the creator, to know that you can live life with intention, to do the things that you want to do that makes you happy on a day-to-day basis. And wouldn't that be so much better if you got up and had happiness throughout your entire day, every day, not just on a few days? Now we get up every day right here and we give gratitude for what we have: the roof over our head, the clothes on our back, the food in our cupboards and in our belly, the friendships that we have across the world with communities that want to uplift us, people like you see right here on the screen that want to inspire you to do better within your life and not just put you down with words, but yet inspire you with good words, to increase you, to let you know that you are worthy on a day-to-day basis, to let you know that you have a source energy within you that can, you have it. You ain't got to go find it. It's already there. We're going to show you how to unlock it from the walls and the barriers that you have put up around you, to not love yourself first, but to now start loving you, to give your life a better platform, to move yourself to a new vibration, a new level of life that you have never even fathomed you could truly do. But if you have dreamed it, you can accomplish it. Now all it takes is a little bit of action from what you're doing within your life on how you're going to shift it to go where you want to go. Now we're going to show you how to give the thought process first. And we're going to show you how to start doing a little journaling. And you're going to start getting a pen out and you're going to start writing down, where do you want to go and why do you want to go there? Because you want to tell yourself, what is it going to make me happy if I go there and do that? Or is it not? So if it's not, why would you go? So if it's something that you want to do within life, think about the happy thoughts of it. What's it going to do on that outcome of achieving that goal that you think that you want? You know, by whatever you're setting your goal for. What is the outcome that's going to make you happy of that goal that you're setting? Now, you're going to write all that down and start figuring out what's going to make you happy within life and move yourself into that direction on a day-to-day basis. And we, as entrepreneurs in here, we figured out how to work for ourselves and how to build a bigger future for us, to actually build an empire for us and not worry about, we know other people out there in the world will not understand exactly what you're doing because it's not the norm. Not every day. You didn't get up and you didn't go to a job. You didn't punch a time clock today. That's not normal. No, we're not. Everybody in here, we are a little off tilt. Why? Because we don't follow the normal path of the zombie life. We make sure that we blaze our own path and go on with what makes us happy every day. And a lot of people don't understand that happiness is what you need to be going for. Why would you want to go to a job site and deal with people and go do something that you settled for? It wasn't really what you wanted to do in life, but you settled because things happened. Situations happened. And then guess what? Excuses started piling up. And then, okay, why aren't you going for that dream that you said you want to do? Oh, well, this came up. Oh, well, this came up. Oh, well, this came up. Well, did those go away because they didn't last forever, did they? They only lasted forever, that situation, if you allowed it to. You take care of situations, you roll on with it, and then move on to that goal. Keep going. Yes, there will be ups and downs and hills and curves through everything that we have within life, because if it was really easy, everybody would already have accomplished it. But we come here as creators of learning new things as children, as a child. How many of y'all remember, oh, don't put that in your mouth. Oh, don't touch that. Oh, don't reach for that. Oh, don't grab that. But yet we were always trying to figure out what something felt like, what something did, how it worked. How many of y'all have handed your computer to your children that are very young, and it operates that baby awesomely within just a week's time frame, and you're figuring out, how did they do that? I couldn't figure that out in a year's time frame. They did it in 2 weeks. They're creators. They want to see the new things. We lost that creative side when we got stuck in that zombie life of punching that time clock for everybody else, or living life with the way we thought everybody think we should live it instead of living for ourselves. So within here, we started learning to live for ourselves again, learning how to bring out that creative side of our life, knowing that we are inventors and creators, and not waiting till our health gets down to the bottom and say, you know what, baby, we said we were going to retire and we go vacation one day, but my body can't do that no more. We ain't going to be able to go over and do all that. So what do? We do our life now. We live our life now. And then that way, when we get old and decrepit, we can sit on that rocking chair and we can tell the stories of the things that we accomplished and did and went for, because it made us happy at that time, space, reality of now. So the future is coming. Yes, you can have thoughts and goals that are written down for the future, but live for today. Live for the now of everything that you're doing in life, and have fun with it and give gratitude for it on a day-to-day basis. And then you will see your life shift. Get up telling yourself that you love you. Then you can go out and tell your family and your loved ones that you love them. Yes, that whole time that you're in there and you're talking to yourself, sometimes you need some expert advice. So when you see me talk to myself, I am an entrepreneur. So please don't interrupt me, because it might be a staff meeting. So every day, if you're walking around talking to yourself, it's okay, because you're the one that knows your body. You're the one that knows you. You're the one that knows where you want to go and what makes you happy or sad, what makes you joyful or not joyful. It's all up to you. Split-second decisions that we can make that a lot of people don't understand, that they have that power. They have that control over, not anybody else. And a lot of people said, well, they stole my heart. They didn't steal your heart. It's still right there. Now, they may have took a little piece of it. It's just a memory. They may have left our life too soon. I lost my life mentor a little bit too soon. Had 7 great summers with him. But yet every day he is still with me. He didn't leave me. He had left a mark on my life. He gave me things and roads that I could take that I never even knew that was there, but he was molding me the whole time and guiding me in different pathways that I was needing work on within me, because we're not all perfect. If we were, we wouldn't be in here this morning. So today we're in here because you're looking for a little bit more within life. You're looking a little bit more within you and how you can get into a better balance, and knowing that don't worry about what everybody else thinks. What you're going through is what you're going through. Deal with it and move on. That makes you happy. Puts the love back in you. What makes you want to drive, get up every day and say, you know what, this is what I want to do. This is what's making me happy. This is what I'm going to put intentions to, that puts a happiness back in my heart on a day-to-day basis. Makes me smile at everything that I'm doing, the people that I'm touching, the people that I get to meet. Hey, awesomeness is everywhere. Let it flow, because you all have it within you. Whew. Sponges. Yes, they are. Go ahead, Jen.
It's funny that you say that. Like, so just an example about that. So yesterday, like, I don't know if anybody else feels this way ever, but, you know, especially being an entrepreneur and working for yourself, sometimes I find it's like so easy to just like get involved with your business and put your head down and hermit and whatever. And yesterday, like, I was committing to going to a meetup with a bunch of people out here in Kelowna. And every so often I'll get this like, oh, I don't really feel like doing this feeling, right? I don't know if anyone else ever gets that. And then I'm like, no, just go, right? Like, committed to go and go. Like, what else am I going to do? Hang out with my dog? So I went, and of course I had these amazing conversations with all these people. Like, the time flies, the time goes so fast, just like on the morning motivation. And when I got back home, I was like reflecting, because I do that. I reflect on the day, and I reflect on, take notes on what I learned and whatever. And I was thinking like, wow, you know, the one thing that people get away from is that everybody wants to like live in big houses and have all these separate rooms so they don't have to bother each other. But in reality, we're a community, and you get the most fulfillment by being around people, and being around people brainstorming, being around people just with the love in the room. Like, we always talk out here, and you'll notice at the events, it's like, don't just give somebody like a handshake. Like, who does handshake? Like, do a heart to heart hug. And it's kind of like this morning motivation. It's like a heart to heart hug.
Definitely. Yeah. It's, you know, we're here, you know, like I said, I call us co-creators. You know, we're networkers, no matter what. You know, we're all here to learn from each other, because we have had different experiences through our life, and to just to build off of each other, and to know that there's things that I don't know that I know I can reach out to those that do know, you know, because Shannon was saying something about editing some videos there yesterday. And I know we have many other members in our teams that does editing as well, but it might be something I would ask her questions about, because it's something that she was doing with hers. She might be able to give me a little tip or trick to make mine a little bit better, you know? seeing her videos out there and seeing the way she does different things, you know, you reach out. How did you do that? You know, or where can I get that training? Things like that. So that's what it's all about, is we are here together to build each other up with the knowledge and the talents that you have within. Each and every person within here, I say it all the time, you have a talent to bring to the table. Now bring it. Let the world see it. So, Brother Julio, you got something before you get your breakfast all cooked up?
Just wanted to say good morning. That's all. I missed yesterday, so I know I wasn't part of the morning. And, you know, I was just, for me, it was about spending some good quality time. I said I didn't have to work. We had a birthday party with a lot of things going on yesterday. So I just wanted to focus on quality time, you know, kind of unplug for a second. But you seen how ugly it was outside. I'm like, man, where did this cold and the snow come back into play? It's, you know, we had a beautiful day. The last few days here have been really sunny or whatnot. So to get the opposite with our little bipolar weather, you know, I woke up this morning. I go, well, I'm still feeling good, so it's okay. It's a beautiful day, nonetheless. It's about perspective. You guys already know what's up. So, just wanted to listen. That's all. I'll get my business mind state right early in the morning. That's why I jumped on. So, love you guys, man.
All right, love and appreciate you too, brother. Yeah, video editing. Use JJ. You see that in the chats there. Jen just put video leap for progress bar and InShot for the captions and titles. So anybody looking to do some of that, then she's got it. You know, that's, go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, like, so Garrett Francis, if you go check his business page out, and you're gonna have to scroll for a while because that guy's active, but if you go and scroll, he put a tutorial together for people. He actually just put it on his business page, and it was sick. And it's like how to do the captions and progress bars. Another thing too, like that you know, because you interviewed Dom, right? Or Tobias. Tobias is another one who's really, really into video editing. Once you become good at a skill like that, or you like it, like I don't like it. I do not like doing video editing. I do not like reading stories. And I'm not into that, right? But there's a lot of people who are into that, or you're into like coaching calls or into whatever. Then that's another revenue stream for you, because there's people that don't want to do it for time, or they just don't know how. So yeah, that's the easiest one, JJ. You can do it on your phone. You can get like iMovie, you can get like Filmora, you can get like PC has a bunch of even free ones, but I don't know if Shannon's using that or not, but I find that the easiest.
Yeah. Yes. All kinds of programs that we leverage. People are, like I say, creators all the time. And those apps that are coming out, that's the creative minds of people of how to make it easier for you to do different things. And you download those apps, purchase those apps, put them on your phone. Some of them are free apps, you know, so that way you can leverage the different tools that just kind of puts the, how would you put it? Wah-ha! You know, right quick, that grabs people's attention. So that first, 3 to 10 seconds you got, you know, that's the attention grabber that you need to get, so you can start people hitting those views and things like that. So I know we have a lot of off-topic stuff that we talk about here each day, but every day it's just know that there's many forms of revenues that you can make as an entrepreneur and have your life shifted tremendously by just opening up and know that there is more out there.
Well, I think it's a beautiful thing because we have so many resources at the touch of our fingers. You know, there's so much information that's available. If you don't know how to do something, we have YouTube. You know, YouTube is a great teacher now, you know, days, because I mean, you know, there's a lot of garbage on YouTube too, but there's just so much information that's available to us on our personal platform. There's so much information that's available. There's so many people on here that, you know, they know how to do so many different things that all you have to do is poke at a person. You know, what we do every single day, there's so much to it. Yes, you might wear so many different hats and you know, in doing certain aspects of operating your business. But I don't think it's something that any of us should shy from in the slightest bit. It's an opportunity to learn something new, an opportunity to learn a new craft, to learn a new trade, to learn a new practice. And exactly what Jen was saying a little while ago. This is little stuff that you could begin to charge people for, that people are just completely unaware that something like this is even, out there. So very simple stuff. It's stuff that's not that complicated, just a matter of diving in and learning it. Once you do that, you have another income source, another stream of revenue that you could, bring it in.
Yeah. And Garrett had put a video out, I think it was this morning, talking about different levels. I'm on my level where I need to be, where I'm wanting to be and heading. And I know where my next level will be. And Jen in the same way. And a lot of people see her and I and Shannon and a few others. We're always online and we're always promoting. We're always pushing and pumping, our information out, because we're on a different plane, a different level, a different vibration. And a lot of people all the time, well, I want to be in there just like you are. Awesome. Do you know where we started? At the very beginning. We worked our butt off to get to where we are at. You don't see a lot of the things that we have to do on the backside on a day-to-day basis. Y'all see just the little videos, just the little fun stuff, the little, clips here and there of us, traveling around and taking photography here and there, and Shannon traveling all over and doing her little things. Jen, the parks and all the different places from Kelowna, Calgary, fixing to be down in Vegas here with us here shortly, and then traveling, with her brother. So when you see us doing things like that, you don't understand the hard work and the daily dedication and the grind that we have put in for all these years to get ourselves in the position and the level where we're at with our financial means, with our mindset means. This didn't happen overnight. This has been a daily dedication. You start where you need to start to get yourself up to that vibration plane where you need to be at yet. But when you start here, you're not going to have this here. You have to work yourself up to get that vibration and energy up. Go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, aren't you glad my mouth feels better? Just kidding. Now I can't shut up. But okay, so that's exactly right, Thomas. Like, that's one thing. Another thing we were talking about yesterday, like, you have the online stuff. A lot of people love this stuff because of the fact that you can automate the heck out of it. You don't have to be so involved. That's the whole beauty of this business. That's why we keep fine tuning and tweaking things to make it more automated. And the thing is with that is, like, you have that, but then you have when you let your brain go and you just start brainstorming, like, that's what Thomas is talking about. Like, you can tell everybody what you're doing. You can work on, like, Tobias and I do, like, personal mindset meetups, like, nothing to do with business. We're going to go talk about fear, right? Like, any way that you approach it, you could go and talk to hair salons, like Thomas says. You could go do whatever you want. It just opens up the feel gates, but you got to first step start, right? So whatever direction you're doing, whatever you're doing, first step start. And then after that, just let this ball, it's like a snowball. You're making a snowman, that snowball just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you're just like, all right, let's rock this out. Or you're not. And you're like, hey, you know what? I want to spend more time with my family. I just want to let the system automate the hell out of me so I can go do the stuff I want to do. And that's cool too. You find whatever you find is your passion.
And everybody's financial means that you're wanting to accomplish is different. How much money do you truly need to make a month to put you in that, hey, this is a whole lot better? Do you need an extra couple thousand? Or you want an extra 10,000? Or do you want 30,000 a month or 50,000 a month? Now it's going to depend on your action and your hustles to get you in that direction of what you want to do each month. So, but just know where we're at within our levels. We hustle our butt off every day. And we have been, stay dedicated to this all the time. Why? Because we see the bigger picture of those that had stayed dedicated. And, she going to meet the lady that, 11 million, a year off of just that one product. Amazing, and the Tamia and the Bobby Jindal and all of them, the millionaires within this organization. But yet they've been in here years and working at this with word of mouth. Talking to people all the time, door knocking, doing the hotel events and the demos all over the countryside. And then now they're, up there within elevations of the money and the monetary funds that they bring in. And it's like, well, I know what's coming for me as long as I stay dedicated to what we're doing. being able to get everybody else the health product, the information that they don't know about. That's the biggest part that we find here in the North America, for me, for sure, is in a lot of people, when I talk to them, they have never even heard about it, don't even know what it's all about. So we're right here at the early percentage stages of getting this out to be able to spread it to the world. So when somebody says, oh, the market's already saturated, well, look at all the people. No, we ain't even touched 1% with just even this little group that we have right here, you know? So the people that we're touching and giving them the information they need to shift their lives with the good health products on the inside to quit oxidizing themselves from the inside out and start looking as good as me every day. Where's Miss Kim? Is she in here still? She left out. She's looking better every day too, right? Go ahead, Jen. I see you up again.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the other thing too is you got to like be real. So you can establish your goals and set them high. Like I know, you know, just for instance, we don't talk income claims, right? But say, for instance, Pete and Bree. I'm pretty tight with those guys. Some of you guys are going to meet them in Vegas. They're sick. Those guys travel the world. They do all sorts of cool stuff. They, I can tell you, did over 50K in January. I'll just say that, just that 1 month. But at the flip side of that, they look like they're traveling and enjoying their life, which they are, but they're also putting in a lot of time. My best month, same thing. I did really well, but I put in a lot of time. So is that what you want to do, right? Like if you want to, this is going to all work out. Like Balazs says, it's all going to work out over time. Just like Jane says, if you're committed, you can do it. So I know Julio's busy with his family. I know other people are doing stuff with their family. And that's cool. Don't kill yourself setting unrealistic goals that are going to literally steal time and energy away from your family. Know that over a course of time, if you're consistent, things are going to happen. And for a lot of people, a couple extra grand a month is awesome. That's wicked, right? Build slow. Or on the flip side, if you want massive results, then you have to be doing massive action to get that. So just take that into consideration. If you want to crush out over 50K a month, be prepared to do the things that other people won't do and put themselves in uncomfortable positions to do so. But either way, it's a win-win. Life is good.
Yes. Whether it's 1 or whether it's 15 that you sell within a month. Win-win. You know, so just know that. But getting up every day and staying dedicated, like she said, how much hustle are you going to put in? If you're just doing this by word of mouth and not through social media, how many people are you talking to a day? How many places are you going to? How many businesses are you hitting? You know, whatever. So it's whether you're doing this through social media and attracting people or whether you're doing it through door to door or word of mouth. You know, it all depends on your hustle, period. No matter whether you're with our products or whether you're with another product and service. It doesn't matter. Whoever is seeing this video, catching the recording of this, no matter what you deal with, you have to put in the hustle. Straight up. So, and you be your authentic self because people can see through BS all day long. So if you're not authentic and you don't know your stuff and the questions that come up and answer them, you know, sometimes people will walk right away, but yet a lot of people don't even know about different things, different ways of living, period. A lot of people have always been structured for the 9 to 5 to hit a time clock. Not everybody has the mindset of working for themselves or have the drive to work for themselves. So just know the team members that you bring in with you. You know, if you're building a team, know the ones that are going to actual hustle. Or are they just going to be a log and watch? There's people that will actually get out there and be dedicated and get up and do the training and go watch the videos on the time when they have, you know, because we know people have jobs, but still you need to be dedicated if you want something more with your life. Whether it's books, the podcast, videos, something, doing some sort of training to increase your knowledge, to put you in that next state of mind of, you know what, I got this. And when you believe within yourself and you know that you got this, and then it starts working and it starts flowing, and then it's like, wow, this does work. Everything that I was being taught, it's up. Wow, look how it's flowing correctly because you linked up and did the step-by-step process.
I think 1% of people who I've ever approached with the business or with the machine, you know, any of it, maybe less than 1% have ever even heard about it, you know. So I think we have a diamond in the rough here, you know, and it's not even in the rough. I say it's in the rough because the world hasn't realized what we have. we see the value in it. We know why, otherwise we wouldn't be here, you know, but looking at that in a nutshell, learning what's available, how the world is changing, you know, something that I've just been awakened to is the opportunity that I see in my everyday encounters. Everywhere I go, whether I'm at work, whether I go shopping, you know, public setting, visiting a family member, visiting a friend, you know, seeing the opportunities everywhere I go. It's sickening sometimes. And I'm just like, you know, and it's hard for me not to tell people about what we have, you know, what's available, the resources, everything in a nutshell. You know, you guys already know sometimes my delivery, you know, like, oh, this guy's preaching again, or, you know, he's giving a lecture. Some people appreciate it. Not everybody, you know, has a taken back approach or whatnot. But we have something that is a gem, you know, for sure, and to have the opportunity to educate the world about that. Thomas, you're operating, you're doing some I Dream of Jeannie stuff, man. You're teleporting to different locations across the globe. Oh, that's some crazy stuff, man. Obi-Wan Kenobi. But we have something great, you know, and just seeing the opportunities in everyday situations is something that you know, my awareness has definitely been brought up, and it's just a beautiful thing when you see the value in it, how many different angles you can approach, you know, an individual, knowing people's lives, not to pry off of anybody's sickness or anything, but you giving them something that they can take with themselves, and whether they appreciate it or not, that's a whole nother story, you know, but you educating the average person about the health aspect behind what we have. They can change their situation. The power is literally in their hands, you know, to do something different, to do something new, to transform their own selves from the inside out. You know, not even speaking about the spiritual side, not even speaking about, you know, the business side or all these things, but just them transforming their own bodies on the cellular level, you know, and then you bring about the visibility of the business aspect in all of it. You know, what are you doing? Go over there. Go over there, silly. Get out the garbage. My dog being nosy. But, you know, just, and then bringing about that visibility to tell them, hey, there's a business behind everything we're doing, you know, and then helping somebody set up a business page. You know, how many individuals do we know have their own businesses, or how many business establishments do we go to? You know, I don't know how often people leave their house here online. I leave my house quite often. I want to be home as much as possible. That's how I feel when I leave my house, you know, but leaving your house, how many business establishments do you go to regularly? How many people do you know the owner already, you know, and you talk to him and you kind of shoot the shit with him anyways, or her, you know, and you go into their business establishment and you smile. You've been going to that cafe for how long now? You know, that cafe for the last few years of your life, or the cafe that's in town, or the small little restaurant that makes those awesome sandwiches that you love so much, or whatever the case is, you know. I mean, there's people all around us, and I bet you any money they don't have a business page. I bet you they have absolutely no idea on how to set up that business page. They have no idea how to generate customers, you know, from a business page or something like that. Or, you know, I mean, there's just so much here. It's kind of like the well keeps giving. It's like the gift that keeps on giving over and over and over and over and over again, you know, and the fact that we don't know it all, the fact that we're still learning, the fact that all of this is growing, the fact that, you know, 3% of the world is actually taking advantage of something like this. So the world, the masses don't even know. They're not even hip to the game right now, you know, so we're ahead of our game. We're ahead of the time. We're ahead of, you know, Gary Vee's been speaking about how the internet is a gold mine for the last, since 2000, he's been sitting about 2005, 2000. I mean, you know, 2003, whatever. He's been talking about how the internet is a gold mine, you know, and people have that false perception, Thomas, of what you just mentioned, that it's saturated with this. No, it's all in your delivery. It's all in how you approach people. You know, we have something. The world is going to need forever. That's how I look at it. Doesn't matter, forever. We cannot live, we cannot exist without consuming the number one component that our body is made out of. You know, and to know that we're bringing, you know, we're introducing and bringing that to the forefront and educating the world. Like, look, this is how you get the best quality of it. This is the best quality. This makes your body operate better. You know, this will make you think better. This will make you, you know, and something simple, just something simple that our body naturally needs anyways. Your brain will begin to operate better. You'll begin to feel better. You know, your energy level, how we approach people, how we approach with the business and whatnot. There's, like I said, there's so many different angles. So it's like we have a gem, and a true gem that the world it's not even hip to, you know. So we're at the forefront of that, educating people. If you stay faithful in this, I think the possibilities are endless. You know, if we could all rewind our lives, which is not realistic, but if we all could rewind and go back, you know, get in a Doc's machine and get in the DeLorean and you know, travel back 20 years and pull out all our savings and dump it into Apple, we all would. We would dump everything and anything. We would sell our house, sell our cars, sell everything, and dump it into a company like Apple. Why? Because we see where they're at today, you know, and what we have is that great. We're not even on the cusp. It's that barely the tip of the iceberg, and what we're doing every single day, educating the world, bringing this to the forefront, letting people know that opportunities are out there, that the possibilities are endless. You know, affiliate marketing in general, not even a product, just affiliate marketing. You know, something like that. I mean, like I said, the well, it just keeps giving over and over and over and over and over again. It's a beautiful thing. For us to be the individuals leading this, for us to be the individuals that are sharpening each other, enhancing each other every single day, whether it be mentally, spiritually, physically, you know, business, whatever. You know, we're sharpening each other every single day, and all of us, if all of us could take an hour a day and educate ourselves and then bring that to the forefront and enhance each other. Think about how small we'll all be, how smart we'll all be, rather, collectively, how sharpened we'll all be collectively. You know, how much more better we'll be in our business, how much more better we'll be in our approach towards everyday individuals and speaking to people and approaching people with the business. You guys give me tools on a daily basis in the smallest of conversations. You know, we have 2 of these and 1 of these. So as much as I speak or say, hey, Julio, you're a really great speaker, I really enjoy listening more than anything. I become a good speaker because I'm a good listener. You know, I learned so much from all of yous. You know, whether you consider yourself to be a nobody in this, or you consider yourself to be a leader, or you don't consider yourself to be a leader and you're still a leader like Thomas. Where Thomas downplays himself all the time, which just shows he's a humbled man. You know, he knows how to be tough and rough and, you know, when he needs to be, but he can be a very humbled individual at the same time. You know, he knows he's a leader, but he doesn't consider himself to be at the forefront of all of this, and he's still killing it. You know, in his own individual way. Thomas just being Thomas. Thomas is killing this, you know. So anyways, just wanted to bless you guys. That's all. Love you all, man.
Love you, brother. Thank you. Jen, you got something? I see your hand up again.
Oh, yeah. It's how many people here like people? Like, genuinely like people. And if you don't, that's cool. That's fine. Maybe you like dogs. That's fine. The reality of this is, though, is like we were talking about this yesterday. So many people want to quit their jobs, right? Like they cannot wait to quit their job so that they can do this business from home or whatever. And then the people that are doing this business from home enjoy the people contact. And it's funny how this works, right? So, you know, I don't know about anybody else, but I used to be the checkout chick that would like go to the self checkouts because I could do it way faster. And I used to hate, like, I don't know, I used to just like, it frustrates me to go to tellers, right? And now I'm go in and I go to the bank or I go to the grocery store and I talk to people like at the checkout. I'm like that annoying person that's like, hey, how's your day? Fine. No, oh, I may even have a secret sauce for that person as well, right? So one thing I've noticed, and Thomas and I've talked about this, and this is one of the reasons that I push myself. I like to test, right? I like to test like 8 different things. I'm testing like 4 different webinars. I'm testing different ways to talk to people all the time. Because once I find something that, you know, jives and I get good at it, then you can teach it. you can teach it to other people so that they can expand their horizon. So I met like this dude in a coffee shop because I thought that this would be a good idea to go work in a coffee shop once a week. And it really is, right? But I met this dude, we went on a date, nothing happened. So whatever, there's that. I'll just know when I go back to the coffee shop, I won't like get picked, like I won't accept any pickups if I want to stay single, right? So, but the whole point of that is that people will ask you what you're doing on the computer. They're going to ask you, right? People are going to ask you all the time. So put yourself out there and make yourself shown. Put a cool sticker on your computer or something, right? But mix and mingle, because that's what this is all about. And like Julio said, this is like nobody knows what we're doing. They have no idea what we're doing. So really mix and mingle and get into the people aspect of it, and you're going to have so much fun. And then just one more thing. Thomas is a very humble leader, and he doesn't think he's a leader like sometimes. And, you know, he kind of like, he's very like, oh yeah, you know, you guys got this or whatever. But he actually does. He, without even knowing, he has such an impact. And that's like him, that's like Julio, that's like Shannon, that's like Tim, that's like anybody watching this. You just get your own impact and people just resonate with you. So inside, everybody's a leader, whether you're vocal or not about it. So lead and people will follow. Anyways, I'll shut up again.
No, we love it, Jen, and glad you got your pain taken away out of the mouth, got your things taken care of there, and now the numbness has wore off, and we have our Jen back. We love it, you know, because you know, like I said, you were the main inspiration that got everything kick-started within a lot of this. And, you know, if it wouldn't have been for you stepping up way back when in the infinite days and, you know, hey, I need somebody to hop on the workshops, the webinars with me. And, you know, Julio, I think Caitlin, Jen said a while ago that Caitlin will have our webinar out finished. The Silver Fox webinar will be finished here shortly. So we'll have that link that we'll be able to put out as well to be able to test.
To talk about that really quick. So Thomas, there once again, prime example, boom, mic drop. So Thomas did a Silver Fox webinar, right? And this is like, there's Nick on there. So it's not like a whole bunch of old people, just kidding. But it's the Silver Fox more for people that are more mature and seasoned in life. And what, is that not the best thing since sliced bread? Yes, there's Lennon and Staplehead. There's us girls. There's all sorts of people. But we need one for people that are like, you know, even my age up. Like there needs to be something. So Thomas, out of 7 people that I've tested with Silver Fox, because it's not ready yet, right? So it's just a YouTube link I've given out to people. 4 people out of 7 have come back and they're like, oh my God, this is awesome. So yeah, just to go, like he's passionate about it. It was quick, it was to the point, but guess what? People resonate with that because they can feel it. So anyways, I'll shut up again.
Yeah, but we all brought it. I mean, Nick had it, Patricia, Patty. You know, we had a 75-year-old lady on there that is doing this online world with us, and is moving and shaking at this. She is putting a good shift into the online world herself, you know, Miss Patricia, and then Patty as well. You know, so we had Patty, Patricia, Julio, Nick, and myself, and we did that webinar. And like I said, I just sent it to Jen to look at it, see what she thought about it, you know, and then she said, well, let me test it. So like she's putting it out there to a few people that's responding back to her. And then now, you know, the actual link that we'll be able to utilize is coded to us, you know, so that's going to be even more awesomeness, be able to pass out right there for us to be able to test, send our domains to, and get that all set up. So I'm excited, definitely. So more information on that to come, guys. So when we get the links ready, and those that are on YouTube, you want to know more information, you can just message me at Thomas Lee Warden, and we'll get you all the information on how you can do any of this right here. And then every entrepreneur that you see within here, you've heard us say their names, you know, and I'll just go from the top left to the right. So you will exactly know in this YouTube video. We got JJ Surprise. You got Kim Pham. You got Tim Gunther. You got Julio Reyes, Patrick Downing, Shannon Cox, Carol Hedinger, Ricky Downing, Roger Swatsky, Marilyn, only your last name, you dropped out. Hang on, you left, Marilyn. You got Jen Murray. You got Holly Olson. You got Ryan Bartholomew. And there's Marilyn Antiquilio. So, guys, all these entrepreneurs right here are shifting and shaping and moving lives across this world, from Canada, Australia, New Zealand, all over the United States, Hawaii, Alaska, Philippines, and 172 other countries that we're able to market to and do different things and show people how to do online businesses and social media aspect and our door-to-door, whatever you're truly wanting. We can show you how you can shift your life, make a little extra money, or make a whole bunch of extra money to build an empire as big as you want it. So guys, we want to thank everybody that's come out here on this Sunday to spend their time with us, to be able to hear the tips and tricks and the knowledge that has been given out today right here. We love and appreciate you all. We will see y'all again tomorrow. Love y'all.